Hello, person that just clicked on this video. Since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I thought what better of a time to look into one of my favorite emo, screamo, scrams, emo vons, whatever you like to call them, bands' discography. That being Orchids, not to be confused with the Black Sabbath and doom slash stoner metal band the same name. You should go check that out if you like that kind of music. I will say some things beforehand. I'm not going to include all three of their compilations. I have a fat ass cat in the corner of my room, so if you hear him snoring, I apologize. And I'm not going off a script, so I might say some things strangely. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me go straight into it. I am going to be ranking their one demo, albums, EPs, splits, whatever, in order of release. So let's just get started with their first demo, which I think it was 1996. We Hate You. This is a strange one because it has more of a metalcore sound. I think their first three things they released kind of have that metalcore sound, but this especially. And when I mean metalcore, I mean kind of that old school variant like Hatebreed and Poison the Well. I thought this would be more forgettable than it is, but I found it quite fun. Especially was it Angel, and also that Led Zeppelin cover, which I find both funny and not even that bad of a cover. Some bands, when they cover stuff, they either lean too much into their own style and forget the artist's like original thing there, or they lean too much into the artist's original style and they don't really uh, express their own. But I feel Orchid kind of does their own thing pretty well. They turn it into more of a hardcore song, and yeah, I'd give this a B tier. It's fun, but I don't think all Orchid fans would find this as enjoyable as I did. Okay, now on to their split with Pig Destroyer over here. I feel like, oh, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna be ranking the splits like 3/4 Orchid, 1/4 the Split Bland in terms of quality. Anyways, I see this as a big improvement over the demo. Uh, the kick drum is really pronounced. There's a lot more going on. Uh, it's a bit more noisier, and I feel like all of the re-record demo songs are really good. But what really takes the show away, however you say it, is Pig Destroyer. Uh, their 90s stuff is just untapped. Like, it's so good. And they really show off with the split here. They have mixes of like thrash, noisecore. There's like really nasty breakdowns. I really think this is an exceptional piece from both bands. And a mandatory listen if you are really getting into Orchid. But yeah, I would rank that S tier. Okay, now for their self-titled EP, not to be confused with their self-titled album, which is called Gatefold. I know it's kind of confusing, but I feel like this is their last album with the metalcore sound. I know some of you are like, don't call them metalcore, bro, but I feel it still has that sound to it. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, this is a weird one. Like, people are saying it has like the best production, which I would probably agree. You can hear each instrument very clearly on this record, but is their best? Like, I heard like people in the YouTube comments of this is saying that they're best, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't feel like it leads much of an impact on me in a sense. Like, it's good, it's a good record, but I don't feel like it really is the best Orchid record. I mean, Mean Son of a Bitch is a good song, but after all of that, it just kind of feels all the same. And I'm not saying that's a like necessarily bad thing, but I just don't think it's very good for Orchid standards. Anyways, now with their split with the Encyclopedia of American Traders, also a record I kind of didn't really remember that much, but you could definitely hear their more hardcore sound with this instead of the metalcore sound. And yeah, I could just say it's pretty good for what it is. I do like the second American Traders song they have on there. It's pretty good, but yeah, I feel like it's a better time than with their original self-titled. Anyways, we got their split with Combat Wounded Veteran. Combat Wounded Veteran are kind of like a cheese grater in a good way. Like they're very noisy. They're in your face, but I wouldn't say that's necessarily a bad thing. It's very, hardcore in a sense. Uh, and Orchid does lead a punch on this record. Uh, I do like the first one on there. I forget the name of it, but it's definitely a good record to check out if you're a fan of either of those bands. Okay, now my cat is currently on my lap right now. But yeah, let's get to their debut album, Chaos Is Me. And what really can you say about this album that hasn't been said already? It's exceptional on all fronts. I mean, you got songs like Boy with No Arms, Epilogue of a Car Crash, New Jersey versus Valhalla, in G and E, and especially I think one of my favorite Orchid tracks, probably like top three, Weekend at the Fire Academy with that James Bond riff. There's a lot of moments in this album that are just like it feels like you're being draped in darkness, while at the same time there's some melodic sections and some genuinely beautiful times to consider. I just feel like this is just it flows all well together. Um, and the cherry on top is the atonal, dissonant intro and outro that loops in and on itself. Yeah, this is definitely going to S tier. I love this album so much. Next up, we have probably their most critically acclaimed album, and that is Dance Tonight, Revolution Tomorrow. Kind of going in the same vein of Chaos Is Me, but I feel has more complex sections and is a bit shorter, like 4 minutes, which kind of controversial take, but I feel like that takes away a bit. Uh, like there's generally the same kind of beautiful melancholic sections, but I feel like there's less to take away from it. It's still a really, really good album and definitely could be considered their best. But I feel like it has a harder time in terms of replayability. There's still amazing tracks like Destination Blood, the intro, uh, The Cat Turned Into Smoke, which I think that's the last one, and We Are Nietzsche's, especially the outro. It's just such a dramatic build up, and I really love the weird synth part at the end. I'm gonna put this above the Pig Destroyer split because I feel like it's still really damn good, but I don't think it beats Chaos Is Me in my personal opinion. Okay, we have up next their split with the Red Scare. Uh, Another damn good split. I would say as good as Combat Wounded Veteran. Um, I I feel the first two Orchid tracks are also some of their most underrated on here, and the Red Scare song is pretty damn good, pretty close in style to I think maybe more original self-titled days. Uh, yeah, and I also find the piano song pretty soothing and a bit funny. It reminds me of Usurp's Synapse, or how you pronounce it. Yeah, I'll place that in A tier. It's funny how Orchid, I know they're a leftist band, but they play a lot of splits with also leftist bands. Uh, like Pig Destroyer is literally a synonym for cop killer. Encyclopedia of American Traders is pretty obviously leftist. And I'm pretty sure Jerome's Dream might be somewhat leftist in nature. I don't know. I don't know if Combat Wound Veteran are even political in the first place, but yeah. A great split, I'm just saying. Second to last, we have their split with Jerome's Dream. I used to really not enjoy early Jerome's Dream because of the vocals, but you kind of get used to it, and their exceptional playing is kind of makes up for that. They're more like a mathcore take on Orchid's emo violence, I would say. Kind of like Dillinger Escape Plan, but more screams. Uh, Speaking of Dillinger Escape Plan, I think the guitarist did the production for Chaos Is Me, which is pretty cool. But I think it's still a great album. I mean, a great split for both of them. Uh, I would recommend to check out LP and The Great In Between by Jerome Stream if you want to get into them. And then finally, we have their self-titled album, or Gatefold. I don't know why it's called Gatefold. You can call me a poser for that. But my cat's sleeping. This is like probably the most mature release. As some of the most complex parts, a lot of the most emotionally vulnerable songs. There's that one song about being bisexual, which was pretty rare for the time. I feel like there was a stigma around being gay, even in the hardcore scene. So that's pretty daring of them. And I would say this is less heavy. Well, heavy, I put in quotations. Because some parts sound, especially with the guitar tone, sound like a black hole. I don't think if you're more in like to that power violence sound, you probably won't enjoy this nearly as much. But I would say it's probably their second best release. Uh, yeah. I'll place it over here. God, you're such a fat fuck. I don't mean you, the viewer. You're probably perfectly fine. I mean my really fat cat who's sitting in my lap and snoring. Let's get into like recommending a couple bands that kind of have a similar sound to Orchid. First, we got up the highly influential and famous Portraits of the Past. If you want more of an Orchid that's less aggressive and more of that in tune of that earlier 90s emo, I definitely go recommend them. Secondly, we have Swarm with 3 R's from Japan. They're kind of like screamo mixed with grindcore, and it's really crazy stuff. Especially their second album. I mean, that's just a whirlwind of musical chaos and shit. I don't know. Then we have, if you like that earlier, We Hate You style metalcore sound they had, I would go check out Sky Came Falling. As particularly to internally embrace a song, or whatever it's called, that EP, it's really, really damn good. Not just in emo, but in metalcore in general. I'd highly recommend you check that out. Then we got up, Union of Uranus. It's kind of like Jerome Stream and Orchid with more of a crust punk twist to it. It's really damn good. If you want more like a nasty meteor sound. If you're a fan of Gatefold and that particular sound, a bit more sassy. I'd go check out Love Like Electrocution from Australia, I believe. It's really also good, like that album. What else? Uh, if you want like Massachusetts hardcore, like leftist themes, without kind of the emo sound, I would go check out the Proletariat. They're pretty good. Definitely worth a listen or two. Probably the most underrated band here, at least to me. Uh, Off Mirror in particular, The Heat Death of the Universe. That album is crazy good. It's like Orchid, but jazzier. It has those like intimate Midwest emo instrumental parts. It's just absurdly good. I would highly recommend it. I'd highly recommend checking out every band listed in this video, including the Spits and Orchid themselves. It's just a cacophony of great stuff here. Uh, go check out their music, buy their merch, go support the band, uh, listen to their music physically. That's probably like the best way to support them as of right now in this modern times of hell. And yeah, I hope you have a nice Valentine's Day. If you don't have a Valentine's yourself, then I hope you get one in the future if you're looking for it. Uh, I know I don't have one. I'm just going to celebrate with my family. I'm going to give my mother 2 Crunch chocolate bars and a CD containing like old country music and 70s soft rock. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh my god, why are you biting me? Yeah, thank you for checking this video out. I hope you found it to be entertaining in some sort of way. Like, subscribe, go share this around, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you have a nice day. See ya.